Before I outline the rules for the first round of the competition, we have to know who the contestants are. So you tell us your name, the program, and what year in which you are. Methodist Girls Senior High School.
I'm Benedicta Okairajwa. I'm in Form 3 art student.
I'm Saforo Custodia. I'm in Form 3 and art student.
You are which student?
An art student.
An art student. An art student.
Okay, I'm Mercy Ampafu Amen, Form 3 science student.
I'm Stephanie Ampa, Form 3 general student.
Off to Pope Jones.
Abuaji Dennis, Form 2 general student.
J. Frank Somoa, Form 3 general art. Queenie Banjo, science student, final year.
Cyril.
Cyril. The other name is
Ahiataku.
Ahiataku Cyril.
It's another great day in Africa.
Now, this is where it starts.
It's time to pass on my culture, to break new ground,
To make my name.
It's time to make a champion.
To make my mark.
It's time to fly.
The great things you do tomorrow start with the small steps you take right now.
The time?
It's now.
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 The time is now.
It's time to take that step with Old Mutual.
And here's a rule of engagement. The teams have a maximum of 2 minutes, 120 seconds, with which to answer correctly 8 questions. The questions will be questions about the country you live in, Ghana, and the developments happening here. If you answer a question correctly, you score a maximum of 10 points. If the question is wrong, well, we don't deduct any penalties at this stage of the competition. So correct answers, you get 10 points. Wrong answers, you don't deduct any points. And we don't pass on the questions as well when they're wrong to the other school. So we start to one school, when we're done, we move to the other school. The reason behind this is to allow the school to amass as many points as possible for Methodist Girls Senior High School. I am ready when you are for round number 1 in 120 seconds. Question number 1. In which year did Accra replace Cape Coast as the capital of Ghana?
1877.
1877, ladies and gentlemen, is correct for 10 points. Name the Vice Chancellor of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology under whose leadership the unfortunate student vandalism of school properties leading to an indefinite closure of the university recently occurred.
Kwame Obiri Danso.
I am sorry, I'm going to have to give you only half of the marks for that particular question, because the correct name is Professor Kwesi Obiri Danso, not Kwame Obiri Danso. Name Ghana's largest wildlife refuge. Yes, Stephanie?
The Mole National Park.
The Mole National Park. The Ewe people, especially those from Agoti-Mekpatoe of Ghana, have this cloth as their traditional cloth and have a namesake festival. Yes, Stephanie? I'm sorry, your 2 minutes are up. Pope Jones Senior High School. This famous Ghanaian professor of mathematics has a formalism named after him from his work with soft X-ray spectroscopy. He passed on in the last quarter of the year 2017. Yes?
Professor Alote.
Professor Francis Alote is correct for 10 points. The chiefs and peoples of Nalerigu, Tamale, and Wa in the northern region and the Upper West celebrate which festival?
Damba Festival.
The Damba Festival is correct. This 28-year-old dental surgeon is famous for coming in third in Miss World 2013 competition. Yes?
Miss Karanza, now Kaile Shooter.
Karanza, na Okaile Shooter. This fort, built by the Dutch, served both as a prison and a place for sending slaves onto ships. It currently serves as a museum.
James
Yes?
Fort.
No, it's not. Skip. This top lawyer lost the Kole Klote seat to the first daughter of the former president, Rollins. He was the lead lawyer for the MPP flag bearer Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo during the 2012 election petition hearing. For 10 points, name this astute lawyer whose brother is the governor of the Bank of Ghana. Pass. Which food business in Ghana started the breakfast delivery services and recently launched a campaign to feed 10,000 persons as part of their 10th anniversary? Yes?
Indomie.
I am sorry, the beverage company is Cocoa King. Now, at the end of round 1, Pope Jones Senior High School has a total of 30 points, and Methodist Girls Senior High School has a total of 25 points.
The best things here at Webster in terms of our academics are small classroom settings.
Allowing you to have that feel of just being alone with the teacher.
You get a glimpse of the world in a classroom.
The school is an inclusive school.
I can't think of a better place to study than Webster.
It's a place you could grow without doing much.
Not only do they make you feel like you can succeed, you know you can succeed.
We have a lot of interesting courses.
Socially, it's like a family.
It feels like family.
We have a lot of seminars by the students, and it gives you a lot of time to flourish and develop yourself.
We're diverse, and it's beautiful.
Everyone is very inclusive of everyone else.
Webster will not only change you, it will transform you as well. Webster University is an American university with both full service and study abroad locations in the USA, Switzerland, Netherlands, Greece, China, the UK, Austria, Thailand, and Ghana.
Into the second part of this particular contest, or the second round. Here are the rules of engagement for round number 2. The questions will be in the areas of literacy, numeracy, and some global affairs. The questions will be read to the schools individually, and you provide answers accordingly. The answer you provide is correct, you have a maximum of 10 points. If this is wrong, you have a penalty of 5 points. If you are not able to answer a question or forfeit the opportunity to answer the question will be passed on to the other competing school for a maximum of 10 points if they answer correctly, or 5 points will be deducted as penalty if they provide a wrong answer to the question. May the best school win. We start off again from my extreme left, which is Methodist Girls Senior High School. Your question. Note these two polynomials. 3x squared minus 5x plus 2 and 5x squared minus 2x minus 6. What is the sum of these two polynomials? Yes, Mercy?
Please, 8x squared minus 3x minus 3x minus 4.
I am sorry, that answer is wrong. I'm going to have to pass the question off to Pope Jones Senior High School. Yes?
We have 8x squared minus 7x minus 4.
And that is correct for 10 points. Pope Jones, your question. If 20% of a given number is 4, then what is 15% of that given number? Yes?
3.
The correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, is 3. And that is for 10 points. Methodist Girls Senior High School, your question. The sum of 15 numbers is 435. The mean of those numbers is... I'm sorry, the bell has rang. You forfeit the opportunity to answer the question correctly, so we pass it off as a bonus to Pope Jones. Pope Jones Senior High School?
29.
The mean is 29, and that is correct for 10 points. Your main question. The arithmetic mean of a minus 2a and a plus 2 is... Yes?
E.
The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is A, and that is correct. Methodist Girls Senior High School. Answer the following questions about mountains in Africa for 10 points. This term refers to a region of North Africa in Morocco, Tunisia, and Algeria, but more specifically refers to the area between the Atlas Mountains and the Mediterranean Sea. I'm sorry, my bell is gone, and so I'll have to pass that off as a bonus question to Pope Jones. Yes?
The Maghreb.
The Maghreb region. The Maghreb region. Pope Jones, your main question. Mount Stanley is the highest point in both this country and Uganda. It was formerly known as Zaire.
DR Congo. DR Congo.
The Democratic Republic of Congo. You are to identify the phrasal verbs in the following sentences. Methodist girls, your sentence is, Dad needs to cut down his sugar intake. Yes, Stephanie?
To cut down.
Cut down is correct for 10 points. Pope John Senior High School, your sentence is, I show up late for class because I am always tired. Yes?
Show up.
Show up is correct for 10 points. Preamble, both schools. We'll start off with Methodist Girls Senior High School. Complete the idioms I will read out to you. I will provide you with the meaning of the idiom. Methodist Girls Senior High School. Take with a dash, which means not to take someone's words too seriously. Yes?
With your tongue in your cheek.
I am sorry, that answer is not correct. Pope Jones, you are passing. You don't want to get a deduction of 5. What an awesome strategy. Well, I'm not going to provide the answer either. You want to know? Well, to take with a grain of salt. Pope Jones, your main question. You are also to complete the idiom. I will read out the meaning of the idiom. Taste of your dash. Something, and the meaning is something happens to you that you have done to someone else. I am sorry, Pope Jones, you have also not been able to provide the answer in the allotted time, so we'll pass that off as bonus to Methodist Girls Senior High School. Methodist, you have the answer to the question. No, Methodist Senior High School also forfeits the opportunity to get 10 points. The answer is a taste of your own medicine. And that, ladies and gentlemen, should bring us to the end of round number 2. At the end of round number 2, ladies and gentlemen, Pope Jones Senior High School has a total of 100 points, and Methodist Girls Senior High School remains at 25 points. I understand we have a substitution. Put your hands together for us. So we have Benedicta substituted. So Francis gives way for Stephen and Pope Jones. And then we have Christiana joining us. Christiana and Stephen. Now I read the rules of engagement for round number 3. So both schools, I expect you to pay particular attention to the rules of engagement. In this round, the questions will be on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And the questions will be posed to both teams. So you don't have the luxury of getting 10 seconds to answer a question. You are not battling with providing answers subject to 10 seconds, but your colleagues from the other school can beat you to the time. And so it's important to take that into cognizance. If you have an answer to the question, you ring the bell. You don't answer until you are acknowledged, because we have to distinguish between which bell was rung first or the otherwise. So ring the bell, get acknowledged, and then you can provide the answer to the question. If you provide the answer correctly, you get a maximum of 10 points. If the answer is wrong, you have a penalty of 5. May the best school win. I'm ready when you are. These are the units used to measure resistance. Their namesake also names the law stated as V. I had your bell first. Pope Jones?
Ohms.
Ohms is correct for 10 points. The main function of plural fluid is to... Yes, Pope Jones Senior High School.
To lubricate the lungs or the thoracic cavity.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that for 10 points. In the liver, this hormone's interaction with its beta receptors cause glycogen to be broken down into glucose for energy. Yes, I had your bell first, Methodist girls.
Bile.
You rang your bell. What's the answer?
Insulin.
I am sorry, you also lose 5 points. Identify the following about a structure from organic chemistry for 10 points. These structures have 2 atoms of a certain element sharing a sigma bond and a pi bond. Compounds containing them exhibit cis trans... Methodist girls. So let's hear the answer.
Alkenes.
That's fine. We'll give you 10 points for it. This functional group is characterized by a carbon-carbon double bond and is exemplified by propene, pentene, and... I had your bell first.
Alkene.
Alkene is correct for 10 points. The chance that a non-leap year contains 53 Saturdays is... Yes, Stephanie. Sorry, my bell is gone. You forfeit the opportunity to get 10 points. And for ringing my bell, you have a deduction of 5. Pope Jones also did not have an answer to the question. You equally have a deduction of 5 points. From a group of 2 boys and 3 girls, 2 children are selected at random. The probability that both the selected children are girls is... Yes, Mercy?
1/2.
I'm sorry, I can't accept that answer. It's not correct. We'll wait. Yes, Pope Jones?
3/10.
3 on 10 is correct for 10 points. Lungs would lie in the abdominal cavity in the absence of... I had your bell first, Pope Jones?
The diaphragm.
The diaphragm is correct for 10 points. Dash brings deoxygenated blood from lower parts of the body to... Yes?
Posterior vena cava.
So I'll finish the clue. Brings deoxygenated blood from lower parts of the body to the right atrium. Yes, Stephanie?
Anterior vena cava.
I'm sorry, I won't accept that. It is the interior. Among halogens, which one has the highest boiling point? Yes, Mercy?
Fluorine. Bromine.
You can't give me 2 answers. You give only 1. And both are wrong. I will deduct if I'm gonna... Yes? Pope Jones Senior High School?
Astatine.
Astatine. That answer is wrong. The answer is iodine. That is the end of round number 3. Pope Jones Senior High School amasses a total of 120 points at the end of round 3. And Methodist Girls Senior High School has 20 points.
The biggest factor in me deciding to attend Academic City was when I met the president of Academic City. When you meet a high caliber individual, you know that they're able to duplicate their success.
One of the things that I bring to the class isn't really mine at all. It's the students' creativity that they can bring, and I feel like it's very beneficial to them.
So far, I think that the staff are amazing. We have lecturers who are accessible both inside and outside classes.
At Academic City College, our world-class STEM program provides latitude, depth, and a platform for our students to rethink, recreate, and re-engineer the future.
In this round, we shall have one candidate at a time to respond to 2 questions across any of the disciplines: science, math, English, and general knowledge. And so at this point, I want to see only the candidate who will be answering these science questions. Who do we have for Methodist Girls Senior High School? Messi. Who do we have for Pope Jones? Joel. The questions will be read to both of you. On any of the clues, if you have the correct answer to the question, ring the bell, you will be acknowledged, and then you provide the answer to the question. If the answer is correct, you have 10 points. If it's not, you have a penalty of 5 points. May the best candidate and best school win. Ready? Fantastic. Question 1, both schools. Why is DDT no longer used as an insecticide? Yes, Joel?
DDT is no more used as an insecticide because when it is used as an insecticide, the insects get more resistant to it, and as a result of natural selection, so they become resistant to the DDT.
It's okay. I accept it. I give you 10 points. I accept it. It is also because of the hazardous environmental impact of DDT, as well as its harmful, the cause of harmful, it being harmful to our health, right? Why is it suggested not to take antibiotics without a doctor's prescription? I am sorry, my bell is gone. Earlier you had talked about resistance. And antibiotics, we easily develop resistance, our bodies. And so that is why it is important not to take them. Put your hands together for them as we welcome our candidates to take the math questions. Who do we have? Stephanie. And who do we have for Pope Jones?
Stephen.
Question 1. The value of theta in 2 sine 2 theta equals root 3 is. I heard your bell first, so hold on. Let's hear you.
Theta is 30 degrees.
Theta is 30 degrees, and that's correct for 10 points. The value of cos 1410 degrees, 1410 degrees is. I heard your bell first.
1050 degrees minus 1050 degrees.
I am not sure that answer is correct. Stephen.
Root 3 over 2.
Root 3 over 2 is correct for 10 points. The square root of 3 over 2 is correct. And that is it for both schools in the area of mathematics. Can we have the candidates for English language? Who do we have for Methodist Girls? Christiana for Methodist Girls Senior High School, and
Cyril.
And Cyril for Pope Jones Senior High School. Find the word among the possible answers given, the one that is closest in meaning. Word number 1, obliterate. The options are sold, destroy, and dig. Yes, Christiana?
Destroy.
Destroy is correct for 10 points. To both schools, same premise. The word this time is hoodwink. The answers are deceive, favor, and threaten. Yes, Christiana?
Deceive.
Deceive is correct for 10 points, ladies and gentlemen. We shall have the candidates for general knowledge. Now, who do we have?
Custodia.
We have Christodia. So there's Christodia, and then we have
Dennis.
We have Dennis. Question 1. Ethiopian MPs, members of parliament, recently elected a first female president. What is her name? I am sorry, the bell is gone. Sahle-Work Zewde. Recep Tayyip Erdogan is the prime minister of what country? Yes,
Turkey.
Dennis?
Turkey.
The Republic of Turkey. And that brings us to the end of the contest between Methodist Girls Senior High School and Pope Jones. Now, at the end of the 4 rounds of this contest, Methodist Girls Senior High School amasses a total of 35 points. Pope Jones Senior High School are the victors for this contest and progress to the next stage of the Sharks competition with a total of 160 points. To Pope Jones, we say congratulations and we'll see you in the subsequent rounds of the competition. And to Methodist Girls, all the best as we look out for the best losing school that will join in the quarter-finals of the competition. And we hope that the schools that will lose below 35 points. Please appreciate them as they hug it out and we prepare for subsequent contests. My name is Patrick Stevenson and I've been your quiz master for today's contest.
Zana Lodge came into being as the premier game lodge for West Africa. West Africa is a relatively unexplored destination in as far as safari destinations are concerned, and this led to Zana Lodge being formulated and actually put into place because West Africa is devoid of any other game lodges. Zana over the next 5 years will continue to build a brand and build a particular standard of operation which is not synonymous with West Africa but will become the hallmark of West Africa.
It's another great day in Africa.
Now, this is where it starts.
It's time to pass on my culture, to break new ground,
To make my name.
It's time to make a champion.
To make my mark.
It's time to fly. The great things you do tomorrow start with the small steps you take right now.
The time
is now.
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 The time is now.
It's time to take that step with Old Mutual.